thankful for all the women who helped out and did all the work in putting together the women's retreat. Especially appreciate my Aunt Wendy Emmerich, who's here with us today, who is the speaker for that. And her friend Kristen is also here with us, church secretary up at Valley Bible Church. Have a number of other visitors with us. Bill and Marlene Elder are here today. Good to see them. Harvey and Janice's son Brad is here on his way to Korea. And just on a brief time, we'll be over there for a year. So we have his prayers in a faraway place. And it seems like we had some other visitors here today. But anyway, welcome to all of you. Eric has a couple of announcements. I don't know if you're going to make this one announcement, though. I'll make it, and then he's got some others to make. We are really glad to have some involvement in a ministry called Outreach Oregon. And most of you are familiar with that. There'll be opportunities to find out more if you don't know about it. But it's a church planting ministry. And one of the things that's going on is a church plant in Beaverton, and been praying for and working towards finding a pastor to be a part of that. And so I know Eric's just thrilled that they found a man who's called by the Lord, we believe, to go and pastor that church in Beaverton. So it's really exciting news, and I'll be praising the Lord for that. So you have some other.
I want to share a little bit more about Outreach Oregon real quick. First, I want to share for the youth on the 17th of this month, which is going to be a Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. We're going to gather at the Conklin House to have a video scavenger hunt, which is a lot of fun. Just kind of want to warn you, congregational members, that we might be part of this video scavenger hunt. So just be prepared. We have a new elder to roast a little bit, so I'm sure he'll be on the list. He's giving me somewhat of a smile. I'm not sure if it really is. But we'll gather at 2 o'clock for the video scavenger hunt. We'll send out teams, and then we'll come back to the Conklin House to watch the videos, which is a lot of fun. We'll have fellowship with some pizza. We'll have a devotional time, and then we'll enter into our normal youth evening schedule. So make note of that. It's a great opportunity to invite friends as well. So we want to use these events as an opportunity to proclaim the gospel. But in regard to the announcement that Jerry started to share about Outreach Oregon, this year I'm going to be having several dessert nights. We just had one last night in Beaverton, which is a great encouragement. We were able to announce the church planting pastor last night. There was just a tremendous energy. People are catching the vision. And so we're going to have the same type of a night here. That's going to take place on Friday the 15th at 7 p.m. Encourage you to bring a dessert. And what we'll do with that night, we'll have some time to worship and song. And then I'll go through a pretty detailed list on reasons why we should be church planting in Oregon. I think a lot of times we just assume that there's enough churches. Well, we have 3.5 million people in the state, and we're 2.5% church. So I think there's a reason and justification for church planting. We want to saturate this state with the gospel. And so we'll be covering that, and then I'll be updating more about the Beaverton plant and sharing how Lewis and Clark is already involved in that process. We have an advisory board which Pastor Jerry is serving on. So I encourage you to come to that night, and it's going to be a great encouragement to us all, I believe. Thanks.